Is set to get underway, and surely it is the most important and most anticipated bout in Olympic wrestling history. This man, Alexander Karelin, wants to set Olympic history. He wants to be the first four-time Olympic champion in this sport. He's already been the first three-time Olympic champion. If Rulon Gardner could beat this man, how much of an upset would it be, Jeff?
If Gardner the American were to win this match, it would be akin to the 1980 U.S. hockey team's win over the Soviets. It would be that unexpected, Russ. If the hockey team's victory over the Soviets was called the miracle on the ice, then Gardner's victory would be called the miracle on the mat.
Well, time is running down. There's only 2 seconds to go. That's it! Oh, my! Do you believe in miracles again?
Look at it, 7:04 p.m. East Coast time, and you're on the Fighter Share Report with the Badger and me, Brew. Hey, Badger, I heard a story.
What'd you hear, man?
I can't hear you that well.
I said, what'd you hear?
Okay. So this little boy got up, came out to the kitchen for breakfast, and his mom said, you can't have breakfast till you finish your chores. And he said, So he went out to the chicken coop. He kicked in the chicken door. He threw the feed around, didn't gather up all the eggs. And he went over to the hog pen and he just threw the slop in there all willy-nilly and kicked one of the hogs. And they came in and said, all right, Mom, I finished my chores. And she said, I saw what you did. I saw you. I saw you kick a chicken. So that means you get no eggs. I saw you then go over and kick a hog. So that means you get no bacon. So just then his dad comes in and happens to trip over the cat and he kicks the cat. The little boy looks up at the mom and says, do you want to tell him or should I?
So inappropriate, bro, for the start of the show. You didn't even warm us up, man.
Thanks, bro. You know, that's my job.
So yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
Look, hey, it's Wednesday, midweek, and we got some stuff to talk about, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, we try to get that right from time to time.
But you know, sometimes we work on the family. We work on it. We bring you the best thing, best product we can. Got my white Fighter Share shirt on, saying because hadn't worn it and just figured I'd throw it on. Plus, you know, if y'all saw a full body shot, it would kind of look like Stay Puft. That's why I didn't really want to wear white. But
Hey
especially
man, it's all good, brother.
that's what you say now until you start cracking jokes. That's all right. All right. Be careful, don't kick any cats.
You gotta worry about that on this end, brother.
Yay. Listen, family.
I don't pick my feet up.
Huh?
I don't pick my feet up.
Oh, so you just shuffle.
Slide from side to side a little
God.
bit.
Oh man, I'm gonna let that one go. Okay. All right. Well, you know what time it is. It's time to get into the show full cycle. And we always know what our first topic is. On my grind. On my grind. And hey, we're talking about the Top Rank recap. Listen, Top Rank is they're getting it in now.
Yeah.
They're getting it in. They're gaining on the UFC. They better do as much as they can before July 11th. And I know we ain't gonna start talking about that until next week, but I'm just saying they better get it in before July 11th. Because that's gonna set the MMA combat sports world on fire.
Yes, sir.
Fuego. All right, bro. So which one you want to talk about first?
Hey man, look, I actually got a chance to see the Josue Vargas fight, and I was impressed, man. Vargas punched in combination. He was busy. He did lose a tooth, though, in the fight, which I thought was very entertaining. But he fought against a little adversity. I mean, his dad not being able to be in his corner,
Right.
which is rare. They are a father-son combination, much to like the Mayweathers and the Porters and other guys of that ilk. So his dad's been never stepping away, and there's a chief corner. So for him to go into that fight without having his chief corner and his dad in his corner, that had to be tough. A little bit of adversity, but we do know Vargas has a hell of a pedigree. We've got to witness him a couple times here in Central Florida.
Yes.
And he was a sparring partner Mayweather. So when it comes down to what he can do in the ring, his skills, he's going to showcase it every time.
Correct.
So it was a good showing for him. Man, I mean, good. Top Rank, they finally got somebody that stuck, right? Somebody that did what they were supposed to do.
Listen, first thing my mom asked me this morning was, I fell asleep on the Vargas fight. Who won? I was like, wow. See, hey, it kept her attention. If it kept her up that late during the week, it kept her attention.
Oh, yeah.
So Top Rank did their thing. They did their thing. And we already know who won the main event last night.
Yeah, that was just so disappointing. I think we were both high on Sonny Ferguson. I know
Yes.
I was. Seen a couple of his fights out of Ohio. The kid got skills, and he's such a tall guy for that weight class.
Yes.
And it just seemed let it go to waste like that was just hard to watch.
We've seen that with a couple of fighters, and it doesn't get any easier every time you watch it. He could have used his length so well on that. He likes to lay on the ropes, and you're not going to win on the ropes, especially against the opponent he had last night, because he stayed busy.
A couple of guys just immediately popped to mind. We think about guys of this recent group or this recent crop, this generation that doesn't use their height. Willie Nelson and my boy out of Ohio, E-Bunny.
Yeah.
Easter Jr.
Robert Easter Jr.
Man, those guys are gifted with their height, and they just like to fight. They
Yeah.
just get in there and mix it up, and it's just like the fight could be so much easier if you just use your reach. But hey, man, when you gladiators like these guys, sometimes you just have to bite down and fight, and sometimes it works to their disadvantage.
I heard this a long time ago from my college boxing coach. I heard it even earlier than that at a college wrestling tournament. There was a kid that was wrestling at 112, right? 112 pounds. He was 6'1". Most of the guys at that time that were wrestling at 112 pounds were no taller than like 5'8", 5'9". This kid was 6'1", and he could not use his height advantage at all. He would curl up and he wouldn't shoot until he could touch the person. You're 6'1", dude. You should be leg sweeping all day long. And then when I was in college, we had a kid named Abe. Abe was like 6'4", but Abe only weighed like 170 pounds. But it only took our coach to tell him one time, Abe, use your height. And he thought about it. And he said, jab, jab. That was how he started getting him to use his height, was to start using his jab. And Abe used it as a pawing apparatus, as a stick, and also as a defensive mechanism. Because if you came rushing in, he was going to catch you on your forehead with that jab and be able to roll away. And when you turn around, seemed like he was standing halfway in the middle of the ring and he could hit you in the corner. I mean, that was an exaggeration, but that's what it seemed like.
Yeah, no, reach is a beautiful thing when used correctly in combat sports. I don't care what it is. If you can use your advantages, and if height is one of them, man, you definitely got to use it.
And that reach, his reach was just so astronomical. When you look at the guys he was fighting, it was just crazy. Hey, it is what it is. Listen, I was hoping we could have. No, this is the next one. All right. Meanwhile, Cam to the Pats. If I start on this, I'm gonna be on it for a while. So,
I'm okay with this. I like this. I think this is a good move for Cam. I think this is a good move for the Patriots. Because if we do know one thing, we know that without someone with some experience at quarterback, they were going to struggle this year. Mm-hmm. The league has turned into such an offensive-centric league that it's hard to play defense. So you need to be able to score points. And almost at a premium sometimes. Jarrett Stidham, for all the great things that he is, I think they call him Stiddy. I think he already has some type of pet name with Belichick. He's a rookie out of Auburn, out of Gus Malzahn's offense. He ain't come from no pro style offense. This is the best thing.
But he came from the same offense that Cam Newton came from.
Aha. So
sorry,
this is a Tiger reunion in New England, but it's not that type of Tiger reunion. They're not going to be switching roles and Cam's going to come out of play and Stim's going to come in and run the Wildcat. That's not what's going to happen here. But I do like this. I like it so much. I think the Patriots can win probably 9 games this year. They might miss the playoffs, maybe. That AFC East division is going to be tough. You got the Buffalo Bills. They circling the wagons. Dolphins are young and rebuilding, and the Jets are the Jets. They may surprise you with some defense. They may not. So I think New England's going to be okay. I think this gives Cam a chance to learn from a great coach and not to have everything weighted on his shoulders. I don't care what happened to Carolina. Cam had to carry the weight. The offense was centered around him. That power running quarterback, tailback scheme with run CMC. Christian McCaffrey. I think it's just a lot. Cam's going to get to actually play quarterback now. He's not going to come in right away and start. He's going to probably sit the first 4 or 5 games. It's a great move for the Pats.
Yeah, I like it as well. I do think they will make the playoffs, and they may actually win their division. I'm not putting money on that, but I would put money on the fact they're making the playoffs. Cam Newton and Julian Edelman, right there, that's going to give you at least 14 to 21 points a game, in my opinion. Yeah, wow. Julian Edelman made Tom Brady look great for the last couple years.
Yeah, but he was hurt last year. I think he led the league in drops too. So he has to be a healthy Edelman.
Right.
But
I with this COVID and them not being able to get out, I think his rehab
preserve a little bit.
Exactly. And, you got that young influence. I mean, Cam is young-minded. He's young at heart.
Right.
He's healthy. I mentioned it the other day, and it was verified. Another story that somebody had done on him on ESPN. He is a vegan. He's been a vegan for over a year. Wow. And he talked about how much that has helped in his recovery because he didn't have things in the system slowing the blood flow down and all that stuff. Won't get into that on this show, but I believe him and Edelman alone are good for 14 to 21 points a game. And with their defense.
Oh, yeah, the defense is going to be legit, especially on the back end. Stephon Gilmore and the twins, McCourty twins, they're going to have a lot of stuff locked down. But don't forget, Mohamed Sanu, I think, was also hurt a little bit last year. They got him in a trade from the Falcons. Sanu can be a game changer if he's, healthy in the right situation.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Man, there was another one I wanted to talk to you about. And I know we didn't talk about this ahead of time. Antonio Brown coming back to the league. He's eligible for teams to pick him up. You think he'd end up back in New England?
No, I think Belichick has rode that horse. I don't see Belichick being a guy to circle back like that. For a guy that he didn't, that had such a checkered past when he got him and then just didn't amount to anything at all, I don't see him going back there. Somebody will pick him up. We'll take him in Jacksonville.
Y'all take anybody in Jacksonville, but I think, he was looking at the Ravens. I think that would be a very interesting. Every time they play the Steelers, that'd be a very interesting week leading up to the game.
The only, and I know we got to move on, but the knock against Antonio Brown is you don't want that cancer in your locker room.
Right. But he needs a payday. And I think at least for the first season, he'll be okay.
I mean, I want to see him get another shot for whatever reason. I think he's not the smartest guy, but I want to see him get another shot. So we'll see.
Well, maybe Jacksonville will pick him up. Doug Marrone, he may be able to handle him correctly.
We couldn't handle Jalen Ramsey.
Or Nick Foles. Hey, yeah, I said it. I was kind of interested when this topic came across the computer today about, hey, let's do it. Yeah, I said it on this one. I was going to put the picture up. No, not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. I'm just not. Adrian Broner.
I mean, so what exactly are we talking about? Because I don't feel like this is boxing related. So what are we talking about right now?
Oh, well, it makes it boxing related because at one time he was a boxer. Adrian Broner said, if not for abortions, he would have had 30 children by now.
Oh, wow.
30. If not for abortions. I don't know how many he has right now, but evidently it's not 30.
Nah, he don't have 30. He has somewhere between, I think it's like, this is bad. Why are we laughing at this? But I think he has somewhere between 8 to 10 children. Now
Cincinnati, stand up.
Nah, you're right. But the thing is, man, if you can afford to take care of them, you have as many as you want, right? I mean, we're not in the exact place where people are willing to take care of your kids. But as long as you can take care of them, man, be fruitful and multiply.
Listen, they need to hire. That's who they needed to draft as quarterback for the Bengals because he's completing passes all over Ohio.
Man, I don't know if all them in Ohio, but wherever they at, he don't miss the mark too much.
No, or the women need to be wide receivers because they ain't dropping nothing.
They ain't dropping nothing. At least not for the first 9 months, right?
First 9 months, right? Oh my goodness, bro.
But this is cool. This is cool on a few levels. One,
what?
Again, hear me out. The first level is he's taking care of his children.
We think.
He's taking care of them. I mean, listen. Now, if he has one more, I don't think they can collect child support for another one. I think if you have more than 10, you can't collect. This is so bad. This is terrible. So he's taking care of his children. Here's the better thing about it, though. Adrian Broner is smarter than me and you and everybody else because he figures out a way to keep himself relevant. And as long as he can do that, he can further his new career, which is a rap career, but he always have an audience that wonders, what if for an AB? So he can always get back in the ring and people want to see him. Now, will he get $10 million for a fight? Hell no. Ain't nobody give him that kind of money. But he can still command a decent payday because at the end of the day, he puts butts in seats and eyes in front of the TV.
Right. I guess that's how we look at it. I guess that's how we look at it. I mean, sometimes some ignorance just can't be justified. And every time I say, oh, he said something crazy, he can't say anything crazier than that. Well, he comes back and he proves me wrong.
Every time.
I really want him to get in the ring with, and I know you're going to ask me why, but bump it. I want him to get in the ring with Deontay Wilder or David Ortiz. Somebody that can hit him in that mouth one good time.
You mean Luis Ortiz?
Shut it. Yeah, Luis Ortiz. They just hit him in that mouth one time and shut it.
I mean, he don't need to go up 8 weight classes to do it, though. I think you can find some guys in the weight class that can punch him in the face. I mean, listen.
But I want to make sure. I want that one good shot. That one good right hand.
Why are you wishing permanent damage on AB? What did he do to you, bro?
He has the effect. He has the Magic Johnson effect.
Now, remember, we're going to meet him one day very soon here.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. He has the Magic Johnson effect on black people sometimes. And I love Magic. Brilliant businessman. Does fantastic things for people.
Yeah, make this come full circle.
Magic Johnson, during the OJ trial, before when they were chasing OJ in the Bronco, what Magic Johnson said, and Michael Jordan throwed the ball, throwed the ball down the court. White people looked at black people everywhere and said, see, I knew we wasted money on education for y'all. I know it. So when Adrian Broner says dumb stuff like this, at the time when we're starting to gain ground.
Bro.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come
You
on,
can't
man.
listen. Why are you doing Magic? Like, first of all,
I love
let me-
Magic.
let
I
me-
love
let me-
Magic
Let
Johnson.
me clarify something.
Mhm.
Magic is very articulate.
He is, but not that day.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Magic-
It's a
Magic,
lot
I
of us
love
out
you,
there that-
man. If I meet you, I'll buy you a seafood dinner, my brother, from a very good restaurant. I promise you. I respect you. But that day, bruh, I turned my
Hold the
TV
ball.
down
That's
because
all.
I knew they were going to repeat it.
Good for him. Magic will always live on. Always.
Yeah, I guess. Listen, now comes the time of the evening, the ignorant portion of the show. If the other portions haven't been as ignorant, this is the ignorant portion of the show.
And you mad at AB. And here we go, feeding into ignorance.
Hey, you inspired this one.
Uh-oh.
You inspired. This couldn't have been me.
What's gonna happen
Hashtag
now?
CBM. Yes, I can see you doing this to the boy when he was younger. I can see it. When you done it to the girl, but you done it to the boy. So we're gonna get set up right quick. I guarantee when you see this, you might not say it out loud, but inside you're gonna say, you know, you're right. I probably would have done this. Let's get us set up properly. We ready? You ready to go?
Let's do it.
Can you see what's getting ready to happen?
I see a small child and I see an adult. And okay, all right. I got
And a
it.
soccer ball.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna score a goal. Okay, let's do it.
Let y'all know ahead of time to set it up. This is the Badger in gold. This is the Badger right here in gold.
Oh man. All right. So yeah, I mean, listen, there's nothing wrong with this, man. There is nothing wrong with this. This is not ignorance. This is real parenting right here.
Look at it.
This is appears to be a father or somebody of masculine influence, letting this young man know that nothing in life is gonna come easy, even when it looked like it. Right? I'm smiling. It looks all friendly, all good.
I knew you were
And
justify this.
Yeah, and you get ready to go all. You get ready to go all Cristiano Ronaldo on me, and then look.
You think, oh, it's gonna slide in. What is he doing with that hand?
Oh, the expectation was so high. Did you see the way he was bent? The kid was bent over like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Look,
I'm
he
with
set
it.
it up nicely too. Look at this. Back up. I'm focusing right now. Going for that hole right on the side. Look at that. Look at. I mean, the boy got lift when he kicked it. Got lift.
Look promising. I'm with it, man. That's dope. That's real love.
I knew, of all people, I knew
I
who
would
would be down with it.
appreciate that. Yeah, man. Shots out. Who was the dad? Shots out.
Some
Is
creep,
that
some
Anthony
crumb.
Joshua?
huh?
Was that Anthony Joshua?
It looked like it, but no, it wasn't him.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, shouts out to that dad doing good dad stuff. We need more dads like that. You know, the first time your kid get punched in the stomach, it should be from you, not from some other kid in the playground. You gotta toughen them up early, man. I'm with all the tough love, man. I'm with all the smoke today. At me. I'm with it. Child support services, diapers, DCF, I don't give a damn. Tough love is what we need. We need
I
these
want
young
y'all to
men-
see who's talking right there.
We need these young men to be young men and not anything other than young men. Yeah, I said it. So, yes, I'm okay with that. Tough love.
Right there. That's his title right there. Not this one over here. This one right there. That's who's saying it.
It's all love.
Uh-huh. Whew, that's hard, man. That's hard. Anyways, Meanwhile, back in Gotham, um, look, remember, dads, be careful when you kick the cat that nobody's watching. And don't be swatting the kid's shot away. I mean, you could do that to a little cousin or even a nephew, but not your own. Build up the self-esteem. Or they're going to be stuck wearing sunglasses and hats indoors on TV. Build up the self-esteem. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my daughter. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to Miss Darlene. Shout out to the Beatdown crew who watches us every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11 p.m. And shout out to Fighter Share Nation who watches the Fighter Share Report I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, bro. I'm gonna turn it over to the Badger. But you can watch us every Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, like you did tonight. We love y'all. I'm turning it over to the Badger. He gonna do his thing and take us home, I think.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, we appreciate everybody that views us, man. Stay tuned. We got more things to come. We're going to see some aesthetics change with the show real soon. We upgrading. We leveling up. This is beneath us now. We got to step our game up. We finna do that, man. But we want to thank you.
Wait a minute. What are you on right now?
I'm just self-prophesizing, bro. That's all.
Okay. Don't take X-Lax before the show because it'll cause you to self-prophesize. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, this is what we do. So we finna level up on y'all, but we appreciate everybody. Again, like my partner said, every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Fighter Share Report. And the Beatdown every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11 p.m. We appreciate y'all, man. Fighter Share Nation, we out here. Peace.